Daddy, mommy come back already. Yeah, daddy, mommy come home already. Good. Okay. Mr. Yi Bao, are you ready to turn on your camera? Only Hao Xuan is not in yet. This, I think I sent the wrong one, not this one. Where is my file? Oh, this is the one. Okay, the rest of you, you finish your mid-year exam, except Tony, you're going to start your exam soon. So I know you're going to be quite stressful as the exam is around the corner. But nevertheless, you still have to put on your best shows, keep yourself fit, healthy, at the same time, drink plenty of water. The weather is like super crazy these few days in Singapore. As you know, thank God you're now in having June holidays, right? So where is Zhonghen? I didn't see Zhonghen. Zhonghen, can you come closer now, please? Come closer. Yes, thank you. 哎呦，是啊，你这么晚才吃 dinner 啊 for the bento set some more. Okay. Right, finally, this is the last lessons for this month. And also this is the last lesson. Yeah, correct. Why are you so happy? Rolling. This is the last lesson of this month, but it's I haven't finished yet. Only I first paragraph, I haven't do second paragraph. So this is the last lesson for this month in May, and also the last lesson for the first half of this year. Wow, that is so wonderful, right? Well done. You all make it, leaders. You give yourself a pat on the shoulder and say yes. Give yourself a pat on the shoulder, and I make it, right, Tony? It's not easy. Every morning you wake up early in the morning, go to school, queue out and all these things, squeeze in the bus, or even take your daddy car or mommy car to go to school. That's what leader is all about, to groom a leader, right? So it took them, not I will say them because your parent, it took them also many years to bring you up today. So this 6 months should be no big deal. Right? So yep. That's why I say I think just nice, right? Luo Ling, Hazel, and Zhonghen, and Ziting. This just nice, and of course Yi Bao and Si An and the rest only. I think this month the topic resilient and responsibility come in the right time. Ayo, what's wrong with my monitor? I think it's time. Wait, I have to restart my monitor again. Keep flashing here and there. Okay. So, how do you feel? Can I have a quick one? So this is just the school holidays just started 2 days only to be officially okay. We don't count last week, Saturday, Sunday, and yesterday. So officially it's 2 days, today second day. So we take a bit relaxed because after today's lesson, guys, you know, some of you will be coming for the face-to-face exam. So Tony, I'm sorry, unless you can come to Singapore to take your exam. If not, then you have to hand in your homework, Tony, seriously. So I would like to see your essay and other things to need. Please write. I don't want to type, Tony. I want you to write on your foolscap paper, and I believe you can go and search the past few lessons that you have. There are a lot of homeworks there, so please submit your homework as soon as possible, because your exam is just next month, or end of June or July. All right, so that is your main focus, your responsibility. And those of you, like I know now is the school holidays. Of course, those homework that you owe me, like Yi Bao, Xin Yuan, Ziting, Zhonghen, Ruoling, Si An, Hazel, and Hao Xuan, and please submit, okay, because we only left 4 months only. Si An, you know that, Si An, June, July, August, September, okay, and in fact 3.5 months only, right, Hazel? Somewhere in September or end of September, you will start your English paper first, right, Zhonghen? Usually the 3rd week of September, you will start your English exam already, right? See it, agree not? Can you stop playing your Genshin and look at my face? Thank you. Ziting, you agree, right? Somewhere in, okay, continue on, Ziting. If you have any question about history or geography or math, you can ask me. Yeah. Then Ziting will say, math? Seriously, Uncle Raymond, math? Are you sure? No, of course not. Okay. Please submit your name. Who can come on this date? Just a quick one. Can Son, can you make it on any of the dates? Are you away? Are you in Singapore or away from Singapore? quick, roughly, you don't need to take more than 1 minute to think. Yes or no only?
I'm not sure.
Huh?
I'm not sure.
No. Why? This is the time of school holiday, no?
Because I think my dad is like making me go overseas.
Go overseas, is it?
I think. He hasn't
Okay.
decided.
All right, sure. Okay, Hazel? Are you away, Hazel? I just want to get a quick one. Hazel, are you coming?
Oh, I'll be away. I'll be
Okay.
in China.
Okay, Luoling is coming, I know, right? Xingyuan, are you coming with your papa on the 12th?
I don't know.
What mean you don't know?
I don't know if I want to come with him.
Oh, you don't know whether you want to come or not, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. No, don't worry. I won't force you. The most I go to your house and drag you to my place only. I won't force you. I won't force you. The most I get 2 bodybuilder and come and drag you to my class. That's all. That's all. Don't worry. No, okay, just kidding, Xingyuan. I prefer you to come to take the exam willingly and happily. Okay. But if you think you don't feel like coming, I cannot force you. This is a free extra lesson for you to prepare you for your final year exam. Okay, so don't worry, Xingyuan. If you I put you as not coming, unless you say you still want to.
Wait, I decide first.
Okay. No. Okay, just now he's joking. I will not get 2 bodybuilder, don't worry. Okay, I leave it to you. Okay, Zhonghan, are you coming? Sorry, can you unmute and tell me? Zhonghan, are you coming? Not coming, You overseas? Overseas, okay. Yibao, are you coming?
Some days I can come, some days I cannot.
No, you only come 1 day only.
Oh, 1 day only.
Only 1 day only. 12 to 16, you pick which day you coming.
Oh, then I can come.
Yes, you are absolutely right.
Huh?
Which day?
Oh, I haven't decided.
Okay. Ziting?
I think I can come.
Which day you can come?
14.
14. Then please WhatsApp Uncle Raymond to tell me 14 you're coming. So I need to prepare the exam paper, okay? All right, let's move on. Thank you so much. I'm here to wait for Hao Xian to inform me. All right, so let's go about our school values. So we know that respect is very important. This month we're talking about respect and resilience, right? So think and acting in a way that shows other you care, respect. So can I choose one person? Let's start with Zhonghan. For this respecting and acting in a way that show others you care. Can you give me one example or a sentence, something like, for example, I think that respecting others is a way to show how we care for others, especially when they are in difficult situations. For example, when one of my friends fail their exam or they do not do well in their exam, I respect them to say that, wow, you fail, well done, man, well done, keep it up, continue to fail. Zhonghan will be, huh? Uncle, you sure no? No lah, of course you console him, right? Okay, so what do you think?
Respect
please.
is
Thank you.
Respect is the most base common values that we need to apply during the daily basis, cause like it will give you a good impression on others, and it's giving other people respect means that you have.
Well done. Go ahead. Continue. Well said. Any more?
Let me think. Wait.
Sure.
Respecting others is basically giving respect to your own self.
Exactly, you are right.
Because like you pay attention, and then people feels respected, and then it will be more like harmony. Maybe.
Yes. Oh, great. I like the way you use the word harmony. It's true. Well done. Any more? That's all? Well said. Okay, thank you. What about aspire? Hazel, be your best, reach your goal. How do you bring aspire, aspirations? How do you explain this, aspire? Tony, you'll be next, number 3, resilience. So later you have to talk about resilience. Number 4, okay, Ziting, you'll be doing number 4, responsibility. Yes, Hazel.
Aspire, be your best, reach your goals. You're asking me to like this.
Anything, say anything that what you understand by the meaning of aspire. You can make a sentences, you can give an example, you can give your explanations, you can use anything under this topic called aspire.
Aspiration is when something enters your airways or lungs by accident.
I thought you were going to talk about biology. No? Wow, you use the accident through your lung.
I know,
Well said.
I'm so smart. Okay, anyways. Aspiration is to give yourself aspiration is like linking to motivation. It's
Yes.
a goal you're setting for yourself to reach. For example, maybe you want to go, maybe you skateboard or something, and then you aspire to do an ollie by the end of the day, I guess, which is kind of impossible, but you know, it's a form of motivation that keeps you going. Like, oh, today I'm going to do an ollie. If not, tomorrow I'm going to do an ollie. If not, the next day I'll do an ollie.
Do a what, sorry? Do a poly.
Ollie. It's like when you, when you skateboard like this, right? Then you can jump.
Do a volley. Okay.
It's
Thank you.
it's basic, but it's not easy. So maybe that's like a form of motivation for you. You can also use it on your grades or in your work to help you with your procrastination or like the feeling that you're not going to do it. It's like countering your negativity.
Yes,
You know,
definitely.
for example, like there's 2 different types of people in the world. The first type goes like, oh my god, I'm not gonna do this. I cannot do this. I can't make it in life.
That's the negative people, yes.
Yeah. There's no meaning in life. I mean, we're all gonna die anyways. But the second type of people is saying like, oh, even if all humans are gonna die anyways, we should live our best life, and I should still complete this thing that I want to do, and I'm gonna set a goal for myself that I'm going to do this by today, or I'm gonna do this by next week. It's a form of motivation for yourself.
Awesome, exactly. I totally agree with you because being a negative person, today I was working with my boss. We went to a bank to do some eco-friendly stuff. So you're telling me that I don't like to listen to negative people. You will affect my life. You see, negative ions, which, okay, should I say negative vibes, will definitely destroy oneself. Because usually when negative is actually put you down into a very bad positions. And true enough, looking behind my wallpaper, you can see this mountain is like Mount Fuji. Yeah. Okay, and then you're going up all the way up to the cloud there, right? So you realize the same thing. This is not prepared from you and me. And this is something like, how should I say? We can use this word, rise to the occasions. Write down. Rise to the occasions, it means when you are in a down mood, the time you're going to rise up. That means you can use like 东山再起，就是从你 down, from the way you're down, from the way all the way you're down, you get to improve and be able to set your goal. So you see, the one behind this, I like this picture because the way the cloud they form, maybe it's a Photoshop, whatever. If it's real, that means it's very true that there's things that aspire you to climb to the mountain, to the top, to the crest. So you always must reach your goal. They whatever you have at the past few months that you have done. If you think you believe yourself you have done the best already, then don't live with regret. If you think you did not do well, also don't live with regret. So move on to the next few months of your life for 2023. How do you aspire yourself? That means it's like what they say, be your best. If you think the last 5 months are low, then you think that you are sucks, you're no good, and using the torchlight to shine here and there all over the place, then okay, that means you're at the spotlight. Spotlight, thank you, spotlight. Can you shine on Luolin? Because she's now in the spotlight. From a C6, hey, not shine on me, bloody hell. Sorry, I'm Luolin, right? From a spotlight of C6 to A1, is it your efforts? You think it's good now? Are you going to maintain? Of course, going to maintain, 对吗？不可能讲说A1 drop all the way down. So now you got even more stress. And how you going to aspire yourself is to continue to do your homework, continue to pay attention, which is number 3. Back to you, Tony. How do you explain resilience, being able to bounce back from challenges? Go.
Sometimes you might fail some of your stuff, such as exams, tests, quiz, or maybe a competition. Maybe sometimes you'll fail, or maybe you didn't got a good score or ranking. Then try harder next time. Like for exams and quizzes, try study more to improve your knowledge about the subject that you will be having an exam or quiz on, to maybe not fail, and practice more on something to like be better at something, so you could like get a better ranking in your next competition.
Yes, well said. But you see, Tony, you realize that in school it really sucks. In any of the school, no school will allow students to fail, right? True not? Once you feel you are being categorized as lousy, as useless, as hopeless, correct, as meaningless. True not, Tony? But you see, I believe in your life in school, you do fail 1 or 2 tests, or even feel badly, or even come home maybe a 0. I'm not sure. I'm just saying. I do have this. I do at the first few years of my primary school life, I do never fail a test before. Until one day, I realized that I cannot fail the test, Tony, until I cheat in the test. Okay, I cheat in the test. Then I pass with flying colors. Then that is not what I aspire me, right? It doesn't make sense. I went through and my mom was saying, well done, son. You did well. But deep in my heart, I'm lying to myself. I'm a failure in the terms that even I passed my test, spelling test, I did well, but it doesn't make sense. So from then onward, I do cheat a few times, even in secondary school. Then I realized, hey, that's not the way. That's not the way you go. I'm not sure all of you have done this before. No? Why you want to cheat in the exam? Because you want to pass. You don't accept failures in your life. So sometimes think about it. Cheating in school, copying this is not really bad in the same thing, like in the same way that you want to pass and study hard. But you're just lazy to put in the effort to study hard. But you want to go the easy way out. But if you say cheating like in the taking drugs, cheating the company fund, the money, that is wrong. Definitely it's 100% wrong. It's against the law. But you are against your own law by cheating yourself. So Tony, you're right. If it's failure, you cannot take it, you must pass. But come on, school never accept failures. School is not a place for you to fail. School is a place for you to every year promote. Sadly to say, there's no schools called the failure. Coming to my school, you will fail. I don't think any parents who want to send their children to this kind of school where they're all failures. Now, Luolin, I think you come into my class many times, right? Right. Sometimes you do this, it doesn't meet your expectation, you fail to make up your marks. It's all right now. But I think I agree that school cannot accept failure, but school must continue to encourage people who fail and make them motivate to study and to be better and get out of these failures net or failures cocoon or failures pot to move on to the successful POT, the pot. So thank you, Tony. Responsibility, who's that? So think right.
Responsibility, doing what is expected and owning your actions. One example of responsibility is being punctual and not late to class or when you're meeting with your friends. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. That's a good one. What else? Carry on, carry on.
Then another one is like doing your work, like finishing your work on time and not like make others wait for you. Yeah. Then the responsibility of a student is to like study hard and not like let your parents down and like do well in schools and try harder. Yeah, that's all.
Well done, my dear. Well done. If you can say all these things, that means you are already responsible in your own words. You are responsible, whatever you say just now to the whole entire leaders here in the class. That means you are really taking the initiative to carry out all these with your full responsibility. It's not just talking only for fun. If a person who want to say something like that, it might take a lot of courage to say. Some people might say just to please others. But knowing you for a while, okay, I know you will carry out your responsibility seriously to study hard to make a mark for yourself. If you're not, then don't go to that kind of school that you're having now. If not, it's going to be very stressful because your school is all about responsibility and your school cannot accept failure. Correct or not today? Right. So once you feel you're not doing well, correct or not today, you'll be out of the school and go to another school. Correct or not today? Right? Agreed today? Yeah. So it's very stressful for you, right? So now you have to learn. I know you're such a young, tender age, 14 years old. Why am I so stressful? Think about it. There are lots of people, millions of children out there. They are more stressful than you. They don't even have a house, electricity, a computer, a chance to go to school. Even at this time now, coming to be 9 o'clock soon, they have to go to a very secluded place to do work. And then they don't even pay for 1 week, that kind of thing. So don't even have proper food. Don't talk about hamburger also. So yes, it's your responsibility to make yourself better. That's true, in your own hand. Thank you so much for the four leaders who explained this. Now let's move on to the next one. How to raise a resilient and responsible children. The world needs resilient and responsible children. You realize, Xingyan, you'll be next reading this. Do you realize that a lot of people say that you guys are strawberry generation? Your generation is like strawberry generation, right? Agree or see it? See it, no, you don't know, or you know, or you don't, not sure? Not sure.
I'm not sure.
Okay, Hazel, you know, right? They say your generation is strawberry generations. No, next time they tell you sorry?
But I think I understand what it means.
Very soft,
Yeah.
No, you tell them, no, I'm come from a durian generation.
No, I don't like durian. I like strawberry. Strawberries are sweet.
No. You don't belong to strawberry. You belong to all of you. To me, you guys are durian generation. You know why? Now, durian outside is very thorny, right? Very sharp, correct now? It's very sharp. So what happened? These durian thorny situations is that your parents are like the thorns, protecting you from people from trying out the fruits to eat you. So the thorny is like the parents are like thorn protecting you as a child. Agree not? Then when they open up, they eat the durian. That is the fresh and the food. There's this thing called 酸甜苦辣, the sweet, the sour, and the very soft textures of the durian, right? So you realize that the texture of the durian is like your characters, right? That you are very soft, seriously. Have you ever, Hazel, in front of a teacher shouting at you very loudly? Very loud. Have you experienced that before? Tony, does your school shout at you right in front of you? Son! In front of the whole entire school, You sure now? You sure you have? Wow, that is very surprisingly. I don't think so, right? Son, you have or not? No, right? Have in front of the whole entire school? No, Ziting don't have, right?
No, I mean, like, last time was not the entire school, it was like in front of the whole class, because I did not get to finish my computer homework because it was complicating. the coding.
Hey, but hello, excuse me, if you do not do the homework, the teacher no need to shout at you so loud, ma.
Well,
Correct or not? It doesn't make sense.
the teacher got a bad temper.
But no, I always say, if a teacher's got some personal problem, please do not bring into the classroom. All right? If every teacher is a human being, thank you, Tony, but don't bring your personal problem to go to the class, and because you are not in the right mood, you scold the student throughout your own anger. I tell you, please, FO. I don't think it's fair. You are adult. Don't bring your personal things to the class and scold the student. Seriously. If you are not in the right mood to teach, then please ask someone to replace you and go in the class. Your one bad mood is going to destroy 30 students in the class. Sorry, yes? Rolling, you want to say something? You want to say something?
I feel like it's very true because, you know,
I can't hear you. I can't hear. Closer to the mic, please.
I feel like what you say is very true because for our class, our math teacher, I don't mean to say anything mean about him.
Louder. Your
The
math
whole
teacher. Did you say
class-
math teacher?
Yeah, my math teacher. Like everybody feels that he always degrade us because like one day he will just say something really nice about us, and then the other day he will say something really mean about our class, and like yeah, which isn't so nice for us to hear, you know, like it's like he's being very sarcastic. Yeah, so I feel like he's not a very nice teacher.
Is it because you guys has done something that make the male teacher to be sarcastic on you?
No, we really didn't do anything wrong. Cause got one time, right? He asked us to like he told us that he loved us asking him to ask questions, but then when we ask questions, he's like, why you ask so many questions? And after that, it's like so confusing because so does us to ask a lot of questions, or does he don't like us to ask a lot of questions?
Maybe that day she quarreled with his wife or girlfriend.
Yeah, but I also don't know.
Maybe he just broke off with his girlfriend, you see. But like I say, no, the teacher cannot bring their personal problem into the classroom. The same, all of you, if next time you are adult, you get married, please, whether you quarrel with your husband, your wife, or children, or something, or you're having a menses cramp or whatever, please, do not bring this to the office and do it. I think it's very unprofessional, in my opinion. But if you have this problem, you can say, sorry, today I'm not in the right mood. We will discuss this another day. At least you give your colleagues or your staff or your subordinate a warning. But if they still insist that they want to talk to you, fine, then you have to control your composure. Okay, seriously. If that will show your characters. It's not easy, it's not easy, definitely. That's why you say the world needs resilience, and the word we are talking about definition of responsibility. The words that you use, like your teachers are rolling, I think you will remember for the rest of your life. So next time, when your daughter and your son tell you this, then you can relate. My advice is, I came across this before in my previous school and other places, other teachers, other students. My advice to you, Rolling, is that if the teacher were to do that, say, sorry, teacher, I remember you told the class, correct me if I'm not wrong, I'm not defiant. Okay, put your ground, I'm not defiant. So I'm just wondering, that time you told us to ask you question, but now you say that asking question is not right. I'm so sorry, is it today you're not in the right mood to answer us? So you say, hey, hello, Rolling, shut up. This is not the way you talk to me, okay? You better go and see a discipline. Okay, I want to say that you guys are sucks. Can't even do a proper problem sum. Oh, that's true. That's why we are sucks. We come to school, we learn. Because we do not know how to understand. I remember my tuition teacher told me before, a student can ask 1,000 times. The tutor will explain 1,000 times. Because we are like Thomas Edison. We want to find out the real meanings of what is learning the truth. Our job of coming to school is not to define teachers. Our job of coming to school is to learn from the best from the teachers. If possible, then we can learn to be the best leader of the society. That's all. If the teachers continue saying to do this, then please inform your form teacher, inform your parents. This teacher will not be fit to be a teacher, because teachers stand for teach all children how every reading or every realistic leaders can be a good leaders. If you don't ask questions, how can you learn? Right? So how to be resilient? So children, I'm teaching you now not to defiant your teachers. Sometimes the teachers, including myself at times, where I may be unreasonable, but I will do my best. You, Roland, you have been with me 1 year plus, right? Have I ever been unreasonable to you? No, right? No, what? Correct, correct. No, Lisa? Oh, Yibao, did I unreasonable to you? No, right? Correct. No. The reason is I want my student to be happy, to think like a freak, to be fantastic. Because if I don't do that, I'm giving the wrong information to others. I want to build leaders. I'm not interested to build students. If I cannot pass the right information to be resilient and responsible, hey, don't do their job, seriously. Well, there are people who complain being a police officer is very tough. Hey, don't be a police officer, correct now, Tony? Being a doctor was every time an operation, hey, shut up lah. God give you that kind of brain and hand to save life. You tell me you're not interested. You're wasting, you know, Tony, I'm sorry, to train an officer in Singapore, army officer, Sian, Zhonghan, and Yibao, is millions of dollars, a few $100,000 to train a leader. You become an officer, same as police officer. Even the girls, Hazel, one day you want to be a police officer or an officer in the army, or even a whatever officer. The government spend a lot of money to groom a leader, no? A leader. Seriously, you guys are born in the right generation, right era. No, today I went to the bank to do this. I told the girls, ladies, you are lucky to born this year, this time of the year, this time of the era, that you can buy things happily, right? You see, Hazel, your great-grandmother don't even have a chance to buy any cosmetic, true not? Any makeup or anything, right? True? When they want to buy something, they have to go through their husband, or no, they have things like that. And when the girls make up until very nice, they think they are sluts. True not? True not? At their generation, they think they're what? A nightclub, a bar girl or things like that. Nowadays, the girls wearing leotards, wearing bikinis, going out the skirt on the street. Nobody's talk. But 100 years ago, 50 years ago, if girls wearing like that, they consider they are bitch, they are slut, they are useless, they are prostitute, they are useless, things like that, you see. So guys, make use of your knowledge. Use words. Tony, have you heard of this? The pen is mightier than the sword. Right? So learn to talk. Once you talk like that, nobody dare to touch you. This one don't play. Because you're using words. Did I do anything wrong? Do you know Gandhi? You know who is Gandhi? You know who is Gandhi? No? Tony, you know who is Gandhi? The guy who made India independence from the British rule. Muhammad Gandhi. Right? He said non-violence against the violence. What happened? He put his people in front, and all the policemen, which is also Indian, he take the baton and hit everyone. You know what he's saying? Excuse me, isn't it you guys, the British, are more civilized, and you're saying we Indians are not civilized? Now we are using a non-barbaric and very civilized way to protest, and you guys are using the baton to hit us. So who is talking to who now? Wow, powerful, right, Rolling? And finally, the British had to give in to talk to Muhammad Gandhi, and that's where India is independence. Please, trust me, all right? Thank you, Rolling, for your sharing. Very sad, sorry to tell you, sorry, very sad to hear this. But if really, 你真的不等到怎么讲不可以忍的时候，你才出你的王牌啊。You have to tell the teachers to stand up. Okay, if not, you cannot keep. You know, I tell you, Rolling, tell me the truth. Can you tell the whole class here, all the leaders here, when the teacher say this, 你有时候偶尔会想起这件事情吗？ Sometimes will you think of this thing?
And what do you mean?
No, sometimes when this teacher say all these things to you, right? Sometimes now even it's already past, over了. Then 有时你会坐在好像做功课做到一半 do your work halfway, you will think of this incident.
Not really, but I feel like other classmates, they might have thought about it, because like, you know how some NA students, they transfer to our class.
Huh?
Like,
Wait.
okay,
How
so
come any transfer to your class?
NA person in our class, because they upgrade to Express, because their grades from NA, they improved, so they came up to our class. And like, being from NA to Express isn't so easy, because like the speed is much more faster, and like what they learn in NA isn't what you learn in Express. So it's like way much more harder. Like the gap is way bigger. Like I have a table partner. She is from NA. She usually in NA she got like A1 for like everything, and then right now she is only getting like C's. So it's very sad for her right now. And yeah, so she feel like maybe this affected her a lot, because when she didn't get what she wanted for her math, she cried about it. And yeah, so maybe it affected her. I don't know, but it could affected like my classmates, because yeah. And you know, once he actually called us like a piece of shit. Yeah, he called us that before.
I tell you what, if I'm your form teacher and you're gonna tell me that this math teacher saying you are a piece of shit, I can tell you this teacher is good luck to you. Seriously, does he drive?
I'm not sure if he drives or not.
You know what happened, children? I got this teachers. So this colleague say, I teach the NA student and NT, you are really useless. So what happened, Rolling? My friend parked the car very near to the driver's seat. So the other side is the wall. So he told my friend, excuse me, can you move a car away? You know what my friend said to him? Sorry, I'm an idiot. I don't know how to move my car. So what do you mean? Then he really say to this guy who say that his cars, he's a form teacher, he say his cars are all idiots. How can you do that? How can you say to idiots? So if your teacher say you're a bunch of shit, right? You know, I purposely park the car very near to him. Hey, can you move a car? No, I'm a bunch of shit. I cannot move my car. Sorry, I'm a bunch of shit. Unless you tell me you're worse than my shit, then I'll move my car away. I will say very loud in the staff room. No. Hello, excuse me. I'm a bunch of bloody shit. Then all of you looking, why say, no, because he said my class is a shit. My class are all shit, so I'm a big shit. Because there's no shit, man, to move the shit to do SHIP. So I'm a SHIT. The sheep sit on the shit and shit. Don't play with me, what the bloody cell, man. You know what I mean? The sheep, man, sit on the shit to shit on the shit. Sorry, I'm very sorry, Tony. I get very angry when teachers say this to my student. I told you before, Loli, I ever knelt down in front of my whole entire NA class. I knelt down and begged them, not for forgiveness, no. Not for forgiveness. I knelt down to thank them for coming to school. I knelt down. Then my form teacher, hey, Raymond, why do you kneel down in front of the whole class? And someone is in the open area, where students are walking about. What's wrong? To me, if Jesus can wash the feet, right, Tony? If Jesus can wash the feet of the disciple, who am I? I'm not Jesus. Jesus is so powerful. If Buddha can give out his priesthood and become Buddhist and become Buddhist, and become to get away from that. You know, this Friday is a Vesak day, right? Okay, if Buddha can give out his priesthood and to become learning what is a 生老病死, who am I? If Muhammad can go through all the way to the desert to find the meaning of prophet, the gods from Allah, who am I? Seriously. I'm so sorry, since we are talking in these topics, guys, very resilient. One more time, if your teachers say that you're a bunch of shit, I say, sure, this is the second time. I think I have the right to make the to tell my whoever in charge. Seriously. If you want to encourage people, you can't say that, especially any student. Right? This is not the way. And if this teacher is a maths teacher, is a scholar, ayo, waste my taxpayer money leh. Sorry, guys, thanks for sharing. I hope when you are adults, when you are a teacher next time, consider, because in the class, there's different types of learning ability. So how to be resilient or not easy. And you know, this is this is recording live. I don't know why the MOE recently changed in this kind of formats. Okay, my idea is express, NE is NA, NT is NT. Yes, this NA student might do well in math and come in, but you see, it doesn't take 1 or 2 months through the learning. It takes a long time. And then they have to manage other subjects as well. So whoever come out this stupid, now I will say stupid, this stupid system, I don't know how you guys are going to be a guinea pig. All right, unless you're going to change something. But nevertheless, I think the MOE system here in Singapore is still one of the top in the world that makes you all leaders. But the system is like, no, you understand now, children, all right? When you are parents next time, have to start young with your children. Luoling, I told you my son got 8.5 for Chinese upon 50, right? She's so scared that she will go, she got 3 Chinese teachers. She was so worried that my son will go to ITE or even foundations, right? I told my son, I leave it to you. You need to feel in the rock bottom, you need to feel. But surprisingly, when I meet the teachers in the Zoom, this school is so good, I have to say that. They never say, you know, your son, Raiden, this is no good, but this I'm saying, no, we will do all ways to help him. I will make sure he will not go foundation. I stand out and say thank you very much. Really, seriously. Guys, I know in your life will have failures, but don't let these failures to stop you, please. Let these failures like a learning curve, right? Now, there's 3 types of mistake right now. There's this type called grave mistake, intelligent mistake, and stupid mistake. A grave mistake means you go and kill someone, you make a mistake or take drugs. A silly mistake is like, you know, you cannot stand properly to urinate. The whole place got your urine. Then you dig your nose, then you burp, excuse me, I just burped and farted. That's called, oh my God. An intelligent mistake is that you make this mistake like Albert Einstein, Sir Isaac Newton, Thomas Edison, Mozart, Beethoven, Steve Jobs, right? Everyone. You know, today my boss was talking to me, Tony. You know Elon Musk? Yeah, my cousin, Elon Musk, my cousin. You want me racist? Cannot. Elon Musk cannot be my cousin. So stop it, stop shaking your head. So my boss was telling me, Elon Musk recently made a rocket to go to Mars, right? People might think he's crazy, right? Is it correct? Zhonghen, Yibao. Hey, hi, Hao Xuan. I say you already. Right. Hao Xuan, you might think people say Elon Musk crazy, or you make a rocket to go to moon for what? Or for Mars. But you know, it's only a freak people who think of these kind of ideas will make billions of dollars, will be creative. So Hao Xuan, continue to be crazy freak. Continue to do those things that you think is correct. But make sure it's correct, I believe you know what to think properly. So Tony, like you see, I will never forget you. You know why? Like last week, alone, cooking at home, all by yourself. Home Alone, part 4. You know that this movie called Home Alone? You remember that one? Home Alone? Yeah, Home Alone, right? Home Alone, Tony version in Hong Kong. Oh, you make history. And I share with my students. You know what my students say? Wow. My mom will never let me to do that. You know what I say? Yeah, this is typical Singaporean parents. True, right? Loling. But you see, Loling also different because Loling is not a Singaporean student. He's an international student. He bring his sister, he take care of the sister. Right, well done. You see, the more you do responsibility of children, God can see. The more you know what to take care of, be resilient, God can feel. The more you do good things, God will give back to you. Can I have Hao Xuan? Let's go. Responsibility. Since you came in late, I'm going to punish you to read. Let's go. I can't hear you, my dear.
It involves recognizing and accepting limits and understanding the relationship between cause and effect. Acts of responsible
where are you
behavior.
reading? This one, responsibility is ability.
Responsibility is the ability to make choices and accept the consequences of those choices. It involves recognizing and accepting limits and understanding the relationship between cause and effect. Acts of responsible behavior are approximately rewarded with increased freedom. In the adult world, those who demonstrate responsible behavior are often rewarded bonuses, promotions, or additional privileges. At minimum, they receive less management supervision. They earn these rights and freedoms.
I have a Sec1 student recently in my class. He failed his English. He came for my tuition only 4 lessons. He failed his English first time in his life. He got about somebody 6/15 or 6/20. The mom was so worried. Oh, Uncle Raymond, please help my son. First time fail his English. Then later, on the same day, I talked to him, and after that, he joined a game of English games with all my Sec3 and P5 students. His sentences, the way he made his sentences was brilliant. Hitler was a coward during World War II. The word is called coward. And he used a lot of nice sentences and formed within 1 to 2 minutes. I told him, I say, Garrett, you never hand in homework to Uncle Raymond, right? No. And your teachers complain to you about you never hand in homework, right? Yes. And the way he cut his hair is so nerd, like 小叮当那个大熊这样. Like your hairstyle, Tony. There's nothing wrong, right? But do you know, Tony, because of his hairstyle in the school, everyone call him a nerd. Call him some words, no. Seriously, it's a bully, right? He's a Zhonghan. Correct or not, Xingyan? It's a bully, no? He don't say, I hate to go to school. They always make fun of me. I say, Garrett, don't give a bloody damn to them. Because they are jealous of your result. Yes, but when I feel they are very happy, you see? You see? What is this, man? How Shen Ho, correct or not? Ziting, correct or not? And I told him, he said, not only you don't do my homework, a lot of my students don't do my homework. Does it make them a bad leaders? I didn't say student. Then you know what he answered me? Zhonghan, no. So what do you think? It's just that they find that homework is very laborious and tedious. Maybe they already know their works already. Exactly. True not, Sian? Well, I think if I open up a school, this is the principal, Raymond speaking. Coming to the school here will be no homework. Well, I tell you, all queue up. All queue up. But you still need to do homework, lah, please. And true enough, this is how I'm going to help you all to do in different manners. And this is true enough. You can see that later, if you have a chance, I show you some of the very interesting poems written by some of students who never hand in homework from another class. My ultimate thing is that you go to university. Do not, Yibao. How often you hand in your homework, to be honest? Right? Right. Does it make you a lousy person? But I'm so sorry. In school, you need to hand in homework because this is the time when you gauge the teachers how well it is. But does it mean that, Loling, does it mean that if the student don't hand in homework, he's a defiant person? Yes, it is, no? Yes, it is. In a way, this is a school rules. True now. But here in this class, there's no rules. As long as you be creative. And this is what you mean, earn these rights and freedom. Thank you, Hao Shen. Can you continue the next 2 paragraphs, please? Hao Shen. I can't hear you, my dear.
Freedom without responsibility can lead to inconsiderate behavior and attitude of privilege. Then one day, an adult yells out to you, brat,
sorry, excuse me. There's a reflecting echo. Can you start again?
Freedom without responsibility can lead to inconsiderate behavior and attitude of privilege. Then one day, an adult yells out, "You brat!" In contrast, responsibility without freedom and can lead to resentment and conflict. Sometimes an oldest child is expected to look after the youngest children, to be a good example and maintain the good behavior line, without receiving deserved acknowledgement and freedom to make some independent choices such as curfew or allowance spending.
So does it mean that how to build resilient children nowadays? Is it true that you guys do not know how to take your responsibility and you're using your privilege to say, I'm young, so I can sue you. If you abuse me, it's considered child abuse. So you see that consider from your increased responsible behavior leads to increased freedom. Decreased responsible behavior leads to decreased freedom. You don't look at these 2 sentences like this, because when you grow older, you will understand why responsibility lies on your shoulder. Okay, can we don't just talk about homework? Can we talk about the tasks that you're going to do, right? By taking care of your aging parents. Xingyan, do you love your parents? Answer, unmute now.
Yes.
Nonsense. Zhonghan, do you love your parents? Amir, say
Yes.
now. Huh?
Yes.
Thank you. Nonsense. Ziting, do you love your parents? Amir,
Yeah.
awkward. Yibao. Yes, no, or what?
Huh?
What, huh? Oh, you love your parents?
Yes.
Man, do you love your parents?
Me?
You son, right?
Yeah.
Do you love your parents?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you. Oh my God, seriously. Hazel, do you love your parents?
Of course.
Okay. Tony, unmute, please. Please, reply me in your own words. Do you love your parents, Tony?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Xing Yue answer already, right? Hao Xuan, you love your parents?
Yes.
Thank you. Luo Ling,
Yeah, I love my parents a lot.
that's more like it for Hazel, Tony, and Luo Ling as well as sons. Okay, you must say no. I don't love my parents. I definitely, with wholeheartedly, with my heart and soul, I love my parents a lot. There's no one word answer. Yes, yep, no. Next time when they ask you, please, beside of course, definitely, you should say yes with all my heart and soul. Agree or not, Tony? Your parents are the one with your heart and soul. So this is what I mean by the way you answer responsibility. Okay? Thank you. This is just a survey. Don't get me wrong or anything. So may I have Yibao? Let's read.
Weakening our children's resilience. Too often, parents actually rob their children of their ability to act responsibly. They act more like servants than family leaders. They block their children from responsibility and consequences for their choices. I heard a teacher describe parents who flew into school with their children forgotten lunch. Helicopter parents fly to the rescue rather than allowing their darling to feel a hunger pang or learn to negotiate with a friend for a bite of peanut butter sandwich. Other rescues may may involve over involvement with homework, purchasing flowers, items to perceive a wine and doing for their children tasks.
Yes, correct.
For which they have the competence. The family researcher Chin
Leslie Clark.
Clark calls over indulging
Overindulging.
oh, overindulging children the new abuse.
So what Iba, we have read this paragraph here is saying that parents are helicopter parents means they look on the top, they look down in a big surface circles like that, like the one look at my this cloud here, okay, the helicopter. That means you want the big circumference to make sure. I would be like these parents on Iba. If my child is hungry, I will really bring all the food down to the school if I can, because I don't want my children to get hungry. Even now I'm working, I always ask my staff, hey, have you eaten? Please go for your lunch. Please go for your dinner. I feel that food is important. It will be very micromanaged. And I will really go down to bring food to my children. That is very important. But I know you can train your son. Hey, excuse me, I forgot to bring my lunch box today. Can you help? Can I share with you or not? But because I feel that sometimes sharing is caring, right? But I still prefer to bring the food for my children to eat. I don't mind my children to share food with others. But I don't like my children to share food with the other student. You know why, Hazel? Because that child might need more food. I know the child might say, never mind, maybe I give you $1 to buy food. Okay, fine. Then my son next day will return the $1 to him, but not sharing food, because sometimes the child might need the food that he need to intake. I mean, some parents don't mind to share it, but this is Uncle Raymond, okay? But then again, you say that by overindulging on Iba, it means that if your son next time, Iba, if next time you bring your son to shopping center, they say, Daddy, I want to buy this Nerf gun. But then you tell your son, you already got 10 Nerf gun already. Then he sit on the floor and cry and we, I don't want. Then your wife or your mom say, 哎呀，儿子买给孙子啦，算了啦，哎呀，不要给他这样在这边哭。Will you just walk away and tell your mom to say, no, leave him alone? Or you buy for him? You get me? I think I've seen a lot of parents like that.
Leave him alone.
Leave him alone 啊，你舍得咩？你宝贝儿子在那边哭啊闹嘞，每个人在看，呢你走掉说哇，这个爸爸真是的虐待孩子啊。You see?
If he cries too much, right, then people will look at him, he will realize that he's in the middle of attention, that he will be embarrassed, that he will stop.
Maybe, yeah, you may say that. No, at first I thought it was like that. No? But I realized now the children don't give a damn. They feel that if like doing this way, you will make my father more embarrassed because I know my rights. Oh, true not? So how? That's where you're going to teach them. There's no right or wrong answer, but the right answer is that you have to train your children to be more resilient and responsible. Okay, now this is the one. Okay, I think you all know about this Marshall theory pyramid. Wait, let me see about it. Okay. We done this before, like last week. I told you this is a physiological needs that all of us need to have this. This is a Marshall theory. Then we go on the safety needs. And then in fact, now you all have this three big detail already. Belongings and love needs. So initial relationship with friends, with your parents, with your cousin, with your siblings, with your grandparents, with your auntie, uncles, whoever is here. And then safety need because you have a house, you feel safe. No, when you sleep at home, you don't worry there's a tsunami or earthquake or someone break into your house. Then this one definitely you have enough of all these things. You are well taken care of. Now is to accompany this two layer. You are now moving to this blue color. And I believe, ladies and gentlemen leaders, you guys, your parents, your grandparents are all here. And your parents are somewhere in this part here, in between these two, the blue and the purple. So you are the next generation to take over them, and your parents will move out to here, and then you're going to start moving out to here. Not going down, not the inverted triangle. All right. So let's talk about the three levels of responsibility. Level 1, may I have Zhonghen?
As a practical and a moral necessity for obligation for any human being, it is something I must do in order to survive as a law-obedient citizen to civilized society. For example, as an employee in a company, I must do my job as required by my contract. Parents have moral and legal obligation to look after the well-being of their children. At this level, it is expected of all adults with a sound mind to solve their personal problems, control their emotion, and take care of their health. There is nothing worthy of praise at this level because one simply meets the basic legal, ethical duties as required in any civilized society.
Well done. So what does it mean here?
Take care of own self.
See, the level 1 responsibility is a very important, just a very basic responsibility. So, Zhonghan, next time you are a father, you have 3 children to take care, whether boys or girls. Then you have to take care of yourself, right? And you have to take care of your aging parents, correct? No? And then maybe you have to take care of your in-laws. Say, let's say your wife is the only child, right? Your wife got no brother and sister, only child. Not only you have to take care of your parents, you also have to help your wife to take care of your parents-in-law. So this level 1 responsibility is like, now you understand why doing homework is important, because if you can't even do a simple task like homework, how are you going to take care of yourself in the long run in real world? But you can argue with Uncle Raymond, there's 2 different things. Come on, man. Homework is homework. When I grow up, it's a different responsibility. How can you relate homework as my responsibility to take care of my family? True and not true. True enough, if small thing you cannot take care of it, how are you going to be taking care of it? Not everyone think like you, no. There are some people from young is already like that, the mindset. So this is called overindulgence abuse, right? Just how what you read on EPUB. So it's nothing wrong to say don't relate homework or don't relate exam. Cannot. Exam is definitely you have to pass on. If you don't pass your exam, you cannot get promotions. That is for sure. But homework, yes. But then again, I will still emphasize homework is really important because it helps you to understand where is your mistake, where can you improve, where can you make any changes along the way. Correct or not? Right? That during the speech. So please, at least 怎么讲也是要做一点点 homework to see where you are. Especially the guys, you are going to go for national service, except Tony. If you are going for national service, and if you go army, you got to go for shooting. You have to zero in your rifle to make sure that you shoot accurately 100% to kill your enemy. So how? You need to practice. They say practice make perfect. I will believe it's perfect. Practice make perfect. So if such a thing's level 1, you can't do a simple job like doing your homework. I'm so sorry. I still emphasize, okay, Sian, I still think that homework is still not important, but you still need to do. Okay, that's my stand. Homework is still not important, but you still need to do. Uncle Raymond, are you contradicting what you say? No, homework is not important. As long as you pay attention in class, you read, you revise, and you pass your exam. Nobody cares how much homework you do if you got A1. The only time I'm rolling when the person feel they'll bring out all the nonsense. Never pay attention in class, never hand in homework, never every time don't come in the school, play truant, absent yourself. You see, there'll be 1,000 reasons why he failed. But when the person pass, he's only related to one thing. Oh, because he studied. You see, Rolling, do you hear the teacher say, oh, because he handed in all the homework, therefore he got A1? No, right? Right, true or not, Hazel? They only say, oh, because he got A1 because he studied hard, 对吗? Study hard 有很多不同的吗？可以 revise， 可以对吗？可以抄。I 抄吗？ I did not do homework, I can 抄。I can learn in another way, I go for tuition. True or not? You can disagree with me, okay? I leave it to you, okay? We don't deal with that. Because next month we are talking about sustainability and climate change. Level 2, may I have CCN?
As a desirable civil engagement for a good citizen, it is something I ought to do. Sorry, I can't.
Huh? You're laughing. Why are you laughing? It's so funny, man.
No, it's not.
That day your brother reading also laughing. Now you reading also laughing. Hello, bro, come on. As a good citizen.
As a good citizen, I hold myself accountable to obey the law even when no one is watching and do what is good for my country, such as voting, donating to charities, doing some volunteer work, and helping neighbors in need. At this level, I want to function as a dependable and ethical agent and a productive manager in order to keep our society proper. However, there is nothing meritorious or victorious about simply doing what is expected of all decent human beings in a civilized society. We simply owe it to others as being part of the implicit social contract.
Yes, thank you. All right, so this level 2 is, level 1 is to take care of family. Now level 2 is go higher already. Okay, you need to take care of the people as a good citizen, be a volunteer to help those poor people, people who are in need, people who need your help. Yes, definitely. What about level 3, Rolling? Your turn, please.
As an ideal to be a fully functioning, authentic person, it is something
Your speaker a bit weird, man, Rolling. Your speaker got a bit of reflective echoes. Sorry, I'm not sure the rest agree or not. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, so as an ideal to be a fully functioning, authentic person, it is something I aspire to do in order to become my best and accomplish my unique mission in life for the betterment of humanity. At the highest level, I will go beyond the call of duty, beyond nominative expectations of my society, to strive towards excellence and achieve a noble dream. All the celebrated social reformers from Martin Luther King Jr.
Martin
to
Luther King. Martin Luther King is a very famous guy in US to free the blacks. Okay, come.
Martin Luther King Jr. to Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, Nelson Mandela.
Mandela are individuals who felt responsible for the human rights and well-being of their oppressed people.
Martin Luther King was assassinated at that time in the 1960s. Okay, Nelson Mandela is the president of South Africa. He was in jail for about 30 years, and by the time I think was 60 or 70, he became the president of South Africa. He's the one who freed the apartheid. Okay, so apartheid is the blacks and the whites in South Africa. Okay, carry on.
Level 3 responsibility also means the responsible use of freedom. It means making the best use of my commitment, best use of my time and talents to achieve excellence and fulfill my dream. It requires extraordinary efforts, commitment, and self-sacrifice each and every day. Without this aspiration sense of mission, one will not be able to practice one's character strengths every day or advance what is good and noble. Without this level of responsibility, one will not achieve excellence according to Aristotle.
Aristotle is a Greek thinker in the Greece before Jesus Christ was born. He was thousands of years, like Socrates. He's a Greek thinker. Remember, there's this guy sitting there, I'm thinking. I want to sit there and thinking. So this Aristotle is the person who give. You can imagine this 1,000 years ago. They are Greek thinker, philosopher who think of how to make a life better, to think how to transform life, to think how to make the society to be more gracious. Wow, this is really very good. Huh? Now, last one is about preparing all students to be knowledgeable, problem solver and value creators, resilient leaders, cross-cultural competence, personally and socially responsible, thinker and inquirers, balanced and communicators and collaborators. This is a compass in terms that you need all these to be all-rounded, to be holistic in your learning, preparing all students to be all this year. Now, which one do you think is more important to you? If I'm a student now, okay, I think the most important things of all of these things to me is knowledgeable. Okay, because I do have all these things with me. I need to continue to be knowledgeable. So when you're looking at this chart here, hopefully you can, excuse me, hopefully you can print it honestly for these few weeks before the school start, especially for Tony, coming to an exam. Don't feel stressed. Always think that taking an exam is one level up to make you to be more, earning more money, helping more people. Okay, so this is the one you say social responsibility and how to be a good child to your parents. So you're supposed to do this as a homework, okay? Now, the couple of next few minutes, we're going to play a game, really a game. So look at this one here. Which one do you think is more important? Seriously, if you have the time now, it's school holiday. I know you got to go for holidays, you got school homeworks. Please spend a bit of maybe 30 minutes of your time, or the most, okay, come on, 15 minutes to honestly ask yourself, hey, hello, which one? Hey, is it true that I cannot balance my life now? I've been playing Genshin a lot. Is it true that I cannot communicate well with my parents, my siblings, my teachers, my classmates? Or is it because I'm still not resilient enough because I'm always lack of focus? Or I can't think well now. I think too much of my games already. Or is it that's got to do with my personality? Or is it because of culture, cross-cultural competence? Because my school come in with a lot of foreigners, or even now, I cannot take it because of these foreigner students are taking all these. No xenophobia. So to be I can't solve problem. I got problem with my math, no. How I've been feeling math. I really can't understand what happened to my math. So are you going to tackle this, or are you going to tackle this the rest? Or is it because all these, you in fact all have all these problems? If you have all these issues, I tell you good luck. Seriously, you better wake up and do something, okay? Now, don't worry. With this, come, ready? We have 20, okay. Sian, I want you to choose 1 to 20 now. Go.
There is still more E words though, but okay.
1 to 20.
Excellent.
Excellent,
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yibao, I want you to choose someone to use the word excellent now. You arrow someone to make the sentence excellent within 12 to 15 words. Now, go.
Yeah, I need to see
No
the.
need to see. Ask someone to make the sentence. You are not supposed to make the sentence. You arrow someone to make the sentence. Is it Si An, Zhong Han, Johnny, Ziting, or Hao Xuan, or Ruoling, or Hazel?
Who said the word just now?
Xing Yuan say excellent. So now you have to arrow someone to say the sentence.
Oh, okay. Zhong Han.
Zhong Han,
Yay.
okay, go.
People with good value has an excellent mindset.
What? Say again?
People with good value has
People with good value has an excellent mindset. Brother, 9 words only cannot. Must be 12 words.
12 words.
Yes, sir.
I think again. Give
Yes, sir.
me 3 seconds. Oh yeah.
Wow, 2 seconds. Really, brother. Luoling, am I recording now? Yes, okay, thanks. Let's go, Zhong Han.
Excellence is the point of, is a way of exceeding through
Make a sentence, go.
sentence.
Yeah, using excellent, go.
Excellence
Use that sentence just now, come on.
people with good values such as determination, diligence, discipline, dedication, integrity, has a excellent mindset.
Thank you. Well, very smart, Hazel. So Hazel, now
I just copyrighted from my school value.
well done. Well done. Okay, Hazel. So from half marks to 2 marks, let's say you are the judge. You know your Britain Got Talents. So from half mark to 2 marks, how many marks will you give to Zhong Han?
1
1 mark.
1.25.
No. Only either 1 or 1.5.
Oh, only 1 or 1.5.
There are only
Yeah,
4 choices.
1.25 lah.
Only 4 choices. Half, 1.5, 1 mark, and 2.
1.5.
Thank you. Okay, guys, everyone ready? I want you to choose 1 word. This is how we're going to play the game, okay? So now, Zhong Han, you got 1.5, right? Okay, everyone will give, so whoever get arrow. So, Zhong Han, even though your sentences are very good, the person might sabo you. No, I give half marks to Zhong Han. But Uncle Raymond will override. If I think your sentence deserves more than half mark, I will override the judge. Get it now? This is how we play the game. So everyone now, I want from 1 to 20, choose the word. It's called CSM. You choose, you speak, and you mark. Get it now? This is to train your train of thoughts. Within that 1 minute, you must come out your sentences within 12 to 15 words. And this is part and parcel of homework. This is part and parcel to train your train of thoughts like a bullet train. Speak reading, and speak thinking, and speak speaking. Go. Do not, I will call your name, then you tell me your words. My friend asked my son to join football. They say Raffles Institution got football DSA. My son don't know how to kick a ball, how to join football. I'm just wondering. Yipao, what is your word? The word that you choose. Let's start the game ready, huh?
Easy.
Which one? Number what? Give me the number.
3.
Number 3, easy. Okay. Who will you want to call?
Anyone in the zone.
Yeah lah. Oh shit, man. Of course. It's funny, bro. 快点.
Uncle Raymond.
Yeah, please. Okay, sorry. Your classmate. Damn it, man. You're real funny, I tell you. 死掉了. 死掉了. 快点.
Okay. Hazel.
Hazel, don't need Hazel, you no need to say the sentence. You arrow someone to say the sentence. That is the game. Fun, right?
Wow, so fun.
Okay, now you arrow someone to say the sentence.
Yibao.
Yibao. No, sorry. You cannot arrow him back. You have to arrow another person. Never mind, you got a chance later to arrow. This is a very fun game.
Anyone in the Zoom?
Yeah. Not me. I scared already. Why? After you call Uncle Raymond.
Tony.
Tony, ready? Make the sentence now. Easy.
Easy. Is there a word limit?
12 to 15, my dear.
15?
1, 5. 1, 2, 12 words to 1, 5. 15 words.
Okay. The exams for the mathematics exam was pretty easy. I bet I will get a 90 in my score. That's it.
Repeat again. The mathematics exam.
The mathematical exam was easy. I bet I will definitely get a 90 in my exam.
How many words, Hazel?
The sentence, how many marks are?
How many words?
I had to count.
No, how many words?
How many words?
He said, how many words he speak?
Yeah, I didn't count.
Okay, one more time. Let's go.
One more time.
The mathematical exam was easy. I bet that I will definitely get a 90 in my mathematical exam.
18.
Well done. Thank you. Okay, Sian, from half marks to 2 marks, how many marks will you give to Tony?
How much? I will give him solid 1.5.
1.5. So Tony, take note. You got 1.5 already. So the game start already. The competition, the battle starts. Zhonghan, choose your word.
Endure.
Number 1, give the number also.
Number 6.
Number 6, arrow someone.
Xiyuan.
Xiyuan, arrow someone to make the sentence. Sorry, you cannot arrow Tony already. Okay? Sorry, you cannot arrow Tony and Uncle Raymond. Well, better make it clear, man. Damn it, Yi Bao already get me, man.
Can I arrow Zhonghan back?
No, cannot. That's the game.
No, that is very not cool.
The game get tougher, huh?
Yibao.
Yibao, okay, good. Yibao, what is the answer? Number 6, right? Endure, right? Zhonghan. Yibao, in 10 seconds, go. If you cannot make the sentence within 10 seconds, good luck to you. This is to train our rolling, to train you to take the stress so that in exam you can quickly 举一反三 and not quickly. Yeah.
Shit. I can endure.
Hold on. The judge will be Ziting. And Xingyan, you have to count how many words Yibao is.
Shit.
I think you have to give marks to Yibao. Okay, Ziting. Ready, go. Yibao.
I will endure my fear of like examination.
How many words?
I never hear properly.
One more time.
I will endure my fear of examination so that I can pass my exams.
With the is 16, without the is
Okay. Without the don't count the Damn it, man. You can count the Okay, Ziting, 15 words, exactly, Thank you. Ziting, how many marks will you give? Ziting, hurry up, half to 2 marks.
1.5.
Okay, thank you. I agree. You see? Wow. Okay, now, Hao Xuan, choose your word. So you cannot touch Yi Bao and Tony already, so the two of you can rest already. Hao Xuan,
Effective.
number what, my dear?
2.
Number 2, effective. Okay, I would like to ask Ziting, who are you going to arrow? You only left Sian, Luoling, Xingyuan, Zhonghen, and Hazel.
Rolling.
Luoling, Luoling, let's do effective now. The judge will be Xingyuan. Okay? Xingyuan, you'll be the judge. So Ziting, is it Ziting? Ziting, you have to count the word when Luoling is reading off. Okay? Thank you. Let's go. Effective.
To plan an effective plan.
Hey, your mic today cannot hear you. I'm so sorry. Seriously, quite bad. I don't know what you're reading. So it will affect the marks that is given to you. You realize, Hazel, this is also to test your oral practice, your speech. Now you get it? So it's like this game is to test you a lot of things in one go. Okay? Let's go.
To plan an effective plan, Mark and his friends decided on the different strategies that they could use to plan out the mission.
What is the first word that you read? Sorry.
To plan.
Okay, one more time. Count, Ziting, count. Ready, go.
To plan an effective plan, Mark and his teammates gathered together and planned the different strategies that they could use on their mission.
How many words, Ziting?
Uh, 19.
19. Thank you. Xingyuan, how many marks will you give to Luoling?
1.5
1.
and a half.
1.5. Seriously.
2.
2. Hello.
10.
Can you make up your mind, please?
2.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
So Luoling, you got 2 already. Okay. Now Luoling,
Rachel, how many words?
by right is 15. Okay, by right is 15. Okay. 12 to 15. But if you can be more, I okay one. This is the first time you're playing this game, so I relax a bit. By right, you're not supposed to be more than 15, but it's okay. I don't deduct anymore. Luoling, I don't ask Luoling. Hazel, you no Sian, your words, which word?
Use everlasting.
Number 8, okay. May I have this Xingyuan arrow? Yes, Luoling.
Can I answer for the everlasting?
No. You already answered already, so cannot already. So sorry. Okay, Xingyuan, arrow someone except Hao Xuan. You left Hao Xuan. Ziting 还没有哦。Hao Xuan, Ziting, Zhonghen, and Hazel have you? I haven't done it. Okay, Xingyuan. Zhonghen. Finally you can arrow him already. Let's go, everlasting. Zhonghen everlasting love to Uncle Raymond is forever great and genuine. Love, oh my God. Come, everlasting.
the anger in me has never gone through and everlasting because of Xian picking me.
Oh,
Mm.
oh, Luo Ling, how many marks do you think you should give Zhong Han?
1.5.
I agree. 1.5. Okay, thank you. All right, let's go. Now I this for time because of time coming to get 9:30 already. Yeah, time management issue. Okay, so we have Tony, we have Yibao, we have Luo Ling, we have Zhong Han. Okay, now Yibao. Oh, you give me the words already. Oh, okay. Hao Xuan, please choose a word. Hao Xuan, you choose already. Just not easy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Rolling wants to choose a word. if I'm not-
Yes, Luo Ling, choose a word. Yes, Luo Ling.
10.
Huh?
14.
14. Encompass. Ziting, not Ziting. Okay, I give Tony. Tony, who you want to make the sentence? Who you want to call the student to make the sentence, the leader to make the sentence?
Who's left?
You decide.
No, like who's left? Who have not?
Okay, you only left Hazel, Ziting, and Hao Xuan, and Zian.
Hao Xuan.
Go. Hao Xuan. Encompass.
Wait, sorry, Uncle Raymond. What? I can't really hear it properly.
Make a sentence using number 14, encompass.
And what?
Encompass, number 14.
Encompass number 14.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh.
Your
A good leader should strive to make a plan that can encompass most of the team's needs.
one more time, your mic is really quite bad. I can't hear you.
A good leader should strive to encompass most of the team's needs.
A good leaders must encompass
Most of the team's needs.
most of the team spirit, is it?
Needs.
Needs. Can you repeat again? Zhong Han, you will give the marks. Let's go. One more time.
A good leader should create a plan that can encompass most of the team's needs.
Zhong Han,
1.5.
thank you. All right, now, Xingyan, your choice of word,
Envision.
envision. Okay, who haven't read? Only left Ziting and Hazel. And Sian, right? Sian, where are you? Sian? Sian not here. Okay, so left Hazel and Ziting.
Hazel.
Hazel,
Okay,
which one is it? Envision.
envision.
Wait. Tony Givens, Zhong Han give marks already, right? Yibao haven't give marks to people, right? Haven't Yibao? Yibao will be giving you marks. Go.
How much is it?
No, she haven't said the sentence, so you cannot give the marks yet.
Oh.
Do I say now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Even when times are dark, great leaders can still envision a beautiful, bright future.
Yibao. From
2 marks.
full marks, 2 marks.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Whoa,
Thank
2
you.
marks leh. Actually, Yibao, Hazel cannot hear me. Actually, I want to give her half marks only. Hiya, you give her 2 marks.
Uncle Raymond.
Yes?
You are a backstabber.
Huh? What did I do? I didn't do anything, right? Tony,
It's recording. I have the proof.
Tony, she can
I
hear.
can sue you with my lawyer. I don't have one, but I can become one. So like, I'm
Oh,
in trouble.
oh, Zhong Han, go and call my friend. My friend is a judge. Okay, left Ziting and Sian, but Sian is not around. So, Tony, what is your word?
What? I choose?
The word that you chose just now.
Wait, I just chose. You mean like what I just did?
No, the words that you have chosen from 1 to 20. Which word do you choose? Just now.
18.
18, huh? 18
Yeah.
is empire. Wow. Today, good luck to you. Empire. Wow. You love it, huh? Hazel.
No, I had like an entire sentence for empire already.
Okay, never mind. Come, today.
Okay, 加油.
Wait. Who will be giving marks? Tony given marks to people already know yet. Cannot. Tony give the answer to the people. Hazel will be giving marks. Hazel, you haven't given marks, right?
I give already.
Zhongren give already.
Did I?
Xian give already. Yiba give already. Luolin give already. Hao Xuan give already. No, right? Hao Xuan, have you given marks to others? No, right? No. Okay, so Hao Xuan will be giving to Ziting. Ziting, let's go. Empire. Sian, where do you go?
I went to toilet.
Okay. Ziting, empire. Come on.
The empire has grown weak due to the
Due to what?
recent war. Yeah.
One more time, because Hao Xuan is going to give you marks. Can you read properly?
Oh, okay. The empire has grown weak due to the recent war and its lack of manpower and resources. Yeah.
Well done, thank you. Loud and clear, this is good. This is what I want to hear. That's why it's called CSM. You choose, you speak, and you mark. Hao Xuan, how many marks do you give?
1.5.
1.5, so stingy like you. You're not gentlemen. 2 marks lah. Half marks also want to give extra. Okay, 1.5, thank you. Who has not given the words? Zhongren, you give ready? Hazel, give ready? No, Hazel, give to Sian.
To find the hardest one, give me a second.
No, I thought you must choose beforehand or don't play cheat.
Oh, okay, I'm just
Right.
kidding. I chose 16 beforehand.
16, be fair.
Seriously.
Oh my goodness. Number 16, Sian.
I choose.
No, you choose. You have to say the sentence, my dear.
Why? I thought I can pick someone.
No, Hazel choose 16 for you. So you have to read the sentence Hazel gave. En route. Good luck to you, man. This is not easy, man.
I thought it's en route. Okay. Anyway.
Never mind. Who asked you to go toilet? Okay. Let's go.
I worked hard all year. Oh wait, yeah, I worked hard all year for a big exam coming. Wait. Wait, can I restart?
Of course, please.
Alright. What does en route even mean? It's like
Number 16.
Okay, I worked hard to. Wow, Hazel, wow. This is Google.
I think it's pretty easy for you lah. Come on.
Okay,
Be a man, Sian.
No. I need okay freak. I and freak. Why? Wait, honor. What does this even mean? Read. What?
Can
What
you
does
stop
that
reading
mean?
the message now? You only got 5 seconds. If not, you will have no marks in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Okay,
1, go.
no, they were joined and ruled by the employees of other factories and office.
Did you read someone answer?
No.
You sure? Because I look at your screen, someone typed the answer for you.
No.
Then where you got this answer?
I
Google it.
no. Yeah.
This is called
Hopefully.
cheating there.
No.
You must come on your own. You are the first student so far who entrended this stress. Okay, one more time. I give you one more chance. Go.
It's so hard. Okay. What does it? What does it mean? Okay. Okay. Let me think. We are still optimistically en route to achieving that goal.
Is that what your own sentence?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Hao Xian, right? Hao Xian haven't given
Damn.
us. How many marks do you think Si should get? Half to 2.
Wait, then I already give marks.
Sorry?
Oh, alright.
Oh, Si, can you repeat your sentence again? Because Hao Xian did not hear clearly.
We are still optimistically en route to achieving that goal.
Thank you. Hao Xian?
1.5.
1.5. Okay, thank you so much. You guys, Luo Ling, Hazel, this is the first time you play this kind of game, right?
So I don't think I did one yet.
You haven't have your sentence, ah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Then it's okay. Ziting, you given already? Not yet, right? Ziting, have you given 1 to 20?
Yeah.
Okay, how Yibao give ready, right? Tony give ready, right? Si, you give ready, no, right?
Yeah, I gave already. I gave everlasting.
Everlasting, oh. Okay, so Yibao haven't give, right? Yibao give ready. Hao Xian give ready, right? Ziting give ready. Give ready. Tony give ready. 中恒 Rolling 也是给了啊。Okay, so Uncle Remain will choose number 1. Zhong Han, you will be the judge. You can take your revenge now.
Please give me a 2.
Efficient.
The most efficient way of studying for me is to take down notes and memorize the important part of the chapter.
Thank you. Hey, Zhong Han, if you give him half mark, I can tell you, you definitely have bias against him. Correct, Tony? Right. Do you think this sentence deserves half marks? Everyone, please be my judge. Right, Rolling, agree now. This is a game to see. Now you understand why I have this. Okay, first, Zhong Han, how many marks do you think Xing should get?
Solid 1.5.
I tell you.
Oh, he wanted to give me 0 that time.
No. There's no 0 in my game. Do you realize that, Hazel? There's no 0 in my games. It will be definitely half marks to 2 marks. No 0 in this game. In fact, I got few more games to play. One of them is a detective game, and one is the is a judging game like American Got Talent, and then the other one is the Flash, Flash, Flash. Okay, so I think Xing should deserve 2 marks, to be honest. Coming from him, let's be fair. Agree now. If all of you agree, thumbs up that he got 2 marks. Can you all vote now? Do you agree that Xing should get 2 marks?
Wait, I forgot his sentence.
Xing, one more time.
The most efficient way to study is to take down notes and memorize the important part of the chapter.
Yeah, it's definitely more than 15 words, right? Correct now. But I think this sentence also relate to yourself. That is true, right? Correct. Agree, Thank you so much. Yes. I think how do you find this game? Yes. How do you find it, Hazel? I need feedback, please.
It's a novel idea.
Okay, thank you. Wow, novel idea. Can you simple English lah? Wow, so difficult.
It's very new.
Very new. Okay, thank you. Okay, how about you, Ziting? How do you find this game?
Okay, I guess.
You find out. It keep you awake, It keep you on the toe that you will not touch your handphone. How about you, Tony? Thank you, Ziting. Do you find the games interesting, Tony? Yes, okay, thank you. Xing Yuan, do you find this game very good to support one another?
Yes, it's decent.
It's decent, thank you. Zhong Han also agree? Zhong agree. Yibao agree. How you find this game? Okay, thank you. How about Sian?
Luck based.
Huh?
Luck based.
What's that? Loud bass.
Luck based.
Luck bass. Why?
Because like if you get lucky and you get a good word / friend, will actually give you a good word.
Sorry, when I was
It's
picking
not
the
his fault.
thing,
It's not Hazel's fault.
when I was picking the thing, right, I chose the hardest one. So like, if whoever's unlucky, then I can just give them the hardest one because I didn't even
Understand.
understand the word myself.
Okay, and route is a very good word to use. How Shen, do you think it's okay, this game?
Yes, okay.
Thank you. How about you, Loli?
It's fine. It's fun. It's a good game to play with your family and friends, I guess, because you're testing each other on your English and not just. It's also about your speed. It's also about your oral. So it's fun. Yeah.
So thank you so much. It's actually you can play with your siblings, your classmate, especially this year you're doing a history investigation in GI. So in case any of your friends got a freeloader, you can buy tidbits or put anything on the table. So whoever can answer can eat the tidbits, for example. Of course, if you want to go the extra mile, you can put money. Like whoever wins will take the money, but it seems like gambling, right? So this is not a go-go. So this game actually helped you to, like say, Sian just now was really freaked out. I think but you didn't see the but finally he made the sentence up. The reason here is to train your ability, the resilience, and the responsibility to take out the stress. And all of you make it. Well done. My salute to you. Well done. Really, seriously. This is where slowly, surely, and definitely train you, Tony, to be able to take out this stress. Because sometimes in life, the boss will tell you, hey, I want the report by tomorrow. Holy shit, tomorrow, there's only a few hours to go. So Zhiting, Hao Shen, and Yibao, and Xingyan, and Zhonghen, you can see, right? This game also tells to see whether who is your good friend, who is the support friend, who is a friend who want to play with you. And it's also good to see that this is within ourselves, but you know that when you give marks, you don't anyhow give marks. This is very good, Hazel, especially when you do comprehensions. You will ask yourself, if this is a 2 marks answer, I should not be answering the half marks the way you're supposed to answer. And then when you're answering one and the question is 2 marks, then you realize, hey, hello, this one seems like 1.5 mark answer. I think I better restructure and rephrase it. Get it now, Rolling. So this is also to train you for comprehension. Now, Rolling, you can play with your sister, 2%. In fact, 3 and more will be better. So you can train. Maybe you can ask your another friend and cousin, at least 3%. No need to be the same level. I got P5, Set 1 to Set 3 into one class. They actually train their own ability and capability to answer, right? So you can see just how you're judge. Being a judge, you also judgmental, right, Hazel? Today, right? You also whether you give correct or not, to see whether you're impartial or not. So the same thing is to train your brain to see when you're answering those questions in your comprehensions, you are able to judgmental say, hey, if this is a 2 marks, why am I only answer one word? It doesn't make sense. Get it now? Right, Tony? I hope you all have enjoyed yourself. And next week, maybe we'll play another games if we got time. Right. So enjoy
the detective one.
Huh?
You play the detective one.
The detective one may be a bit difficult to play. Have you heard the word Cluedo?
Cluedo. You mean
Yeah.
Cluedo or Cluedos?
Cluedo. The clue, I think it's spelled like that. I can't remember Cluedo. It's a detective game where to find the murderer. So for example, like for example, Zhonghen, you are the detective, right? So you want to find whether Xingye is a murderer or Yibao is a murderer. So Yibao will always, if let's say Yibao is a murderer, he will not tell you. For example, the whole sentence is called Raining Cats and Dogs, and it's 18 words, right? Then you will ask question, you ask Tony, is this idiom related to animals? So Tony is a victim, right? You say yes. Then you ask Luoling. Luoling is being a judge. You say yes. But Yibao will say no. Then you know who is the one telling the truth. Get it out. So it's to train you to think, to look through the right answer. Why, son? When you read the comprehension passage, so you become detective to see whether is it Yibao the murderer, or Tony is the murderer, or Luoling is the murderer, or is it Yibao the victim, or Yibao is the witness, something like that. Then another game is like Hazel, Zhonghen, and Xingye will talk about enroute, okay? And then Zhiting and Yibao will decide whether the enroute sentence made by Hazel, is it more interesting, or Zhonghen or Xingye. Get it? So you all compete with one another. Then of course you will argue, I think my center is Judge Ziting and Yibao. I think my center is better than Zhonghen or Xingyan. And then Xingyan say, no, my center is more realistic because I use a real example. Inside I got fist spot. Get it now? So this is train that you don't see that in your school. Okay, that's to share. All right.